This was the part 2 problems for the binomial distribution. Okay, in the before problems is somewhat important. Now these questions will be somewhat tricky. Okay, let's see. If 3 of 20 tires are defective, if 3 of 20 tires are defective and 4 of them are randomly chosen for an inspection, how many taken? They will be chosen for random inspection. That will be the 4. Okay, what is the probability of that only one of the defective tire is included? That's our target. We have to find out the only one of the defective tire is included. Okay, if you choose a random of 4 tires, the one tire must be the defective. Okay, so how we can approach this problem? That will be done. So here we can see total how many tires they will be given. That will be the 20 tires, in which 3 are defective, right? So here what will be the probability of for example, if I take P be the probability of defective, P be the probability of defective, that will be equal to 3 divided by 20. Okay, next. So how you can find out the non-defective? Q be the non-defective probability of non-defective okay. So you don't know the probability of non-defective, but from the problem from the formula for the Q we can find out the Q. So this be the P plus Q is equal to 1, Q is equal to 1 minus P. This was your formula. Okay, so here Q is equal to 1 minus P. You already know the P be the 3 divided by 20. So this will become the 20 minus 3 divided by 20. So this will become the 17 divided by 20. Okay, how much you will get the Q? Q be the 17 divided by 20. Okay, and what will be the N? N be the 4. Okay, not 20, N be the 4. Why? Because we are choosing an inspection for the 4 tires. In that we have to be taken in 4 tires in which where 1 be the defective. That in that case N will become the 1. Sorry, N will become the 4. So N will become the 4. Okay, from binomial distribution. From binomial distribution. Okay, from binomial distribution, what will be the formula? P of R, that be equal to NCR P power R Q power N minus R. So what will be the N? N be the 4C R P power P be the, how much you will get? P be the 3 by 20, right? 3 by 20 whole to the power of R into Q. Q be the 17 divided by 20 whole to the power of 4 minus R. So our target be that to find out the R. So in which only one of the defective tire is included, right? Only one of the defective tire is included. So that means here you have to be directly substituted in place of R, that be the 1. So P of 1, that be equal to 4C1 3 by 20 whole to the power of 1, that be the 17 divided by 20 whole to the power of 4 minus 1. Here this is in the form of NCR format. That will be the NCR, that be equal to n factorial by r factorial into n minus r whole factorial. Okay, n factorial be the 4 factorial divided by 1 factorial into 4 minus 1 whole factorial. This be the 3 by 20 This be the 17 divided by 20 whole cube. Here this will become the 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 divided by 4 minus 1, that will be the 3 into 2 into 1 into 3 divided by 20 into 17 divided by 20 whole cube. Okay, here 3 into 2 into 1, here 3 into 2 into 1 will get cancelled. This will become the 4 into 3 divided by 20 into 17 divided by 20 whole cube. If you put it in your calc, you will get an answer be the 0.386. 0.386. This was your answer for this question. Okay, now let's see the another question. If the probability of success is 1 divided by 20, how much they will be given? Probability of success, that be the 1 divided by 20. Probability of success be the P, right? P be the probability of success. P be the probability of success, that be equal to 1 divided by 20. Next, how many trials are necessary to find out the probability? How many trials? Trials means that will be the n. We have to find out the n. So here, how many trials? That means n is equal to how much we have to be find out. Are necessary in order that the probability of at least one success. Probability of at least one success, that will be the greater than 1 divided by 2. So here, if you know the probability of success, what will be the probability of failure? That will become the 1 minus P, right? Q is equal to 1 minus P. This will become the 1 minus 1 divided by 20. This will become the 20 minus 1 divided by 20. This will become the 19 divided by 20. Okay, and how many trials are required in order that probability of at least one success is greater than 1 by 2? Greater than means that will be the 1 minus Q whole power n, that will be greater than 1 divided by 2. How much you will get n? Q be the 19 divided by 20 whole to the power of n is greater than 1 divided by 2. And how you can write this? This will become the 19 divided by 20 whole to the power of n less than 1 divided by 2. So in this case, we have to be suppose if I take 19 divided by 20 whole to the power of n, that will be equal to 1 divided by 2. Okay, now apply the log on both sides. Apply log on both sides. So this will become the log of 19 divided by 20 whole to the power of n, that will be equal to log of 1 divided by 2. Okay, so what will be the formula for the log n? Log n, that will become the n into log 19 divided by 20, that will be equal to n in log of 1 divided by 2. So if you want to take the n, that will become the log 1 divided by 2 divided by log 19 divided by 20. Okay, if you substitute in the calc, you will get an approximately, substitute in the calc log of 1 by 2 divided by log of 19 divided by 20, you will get approximately 13.9 like that. Okay, 9197 like that. Okay, so you have to be take n be the 14. So how much you will get in n? That will become the 14. This was the answer for this question. Okay, now let's see the one more question. So question. Okay. What they will be asked in a 8 throws. In a 8 throws of dice 5 or 6, 5 or 6 considered as success, considered as success, considered as success. Find the mean number of success. Find the mean number of success and the standard deviation. And the standard deviation. Standard deviation and variance. Okay. This was the question they will be asked. So here you can see how many throws they will be taken. It will be the 8 throws of in dice. So here in 8 throws, so out of dice 5 or 6 are considered as in success. Okay, probability P the represented with the probability of success. So here represented the probability of success that be equal to 5 or 6, 5, 6, right? That will be the 1 by 2. So this will become the 1 by 6 plus 1 divided by 6. This will become the 2 divided by 6. That will become the 1 divided by 3. How much you will get? P be the 1 divided by 3. Find the mean number. We have to find out the mean as well as the standard deviation and variance. Okay. What will be the Q? Q be the 1 minus P. So this will become the 1 minus 1 divided by 3. This will become the 3 minus 1 divided by 3. This will become the 2 divided by 3. So here Q is equal to how much you will get? You will get n 2 divided by 3. Okay. Next. Mean. We have to find out the mean. How we can find out the mean? Mean is equal to n into p formula, right? Mean u is equal to n into p. So n, we have to find out the n be the 8, right? How many throws? N be the 8 throws. N be the 8. 8 into p be the 1 divided by 3. You will get an answer be the 8 divided by 3. In the next case, that will be the variance. The formula for the variance, that will be the NPQ. So 8 into 1 divided by 3 into Q be the 2 divided by 3. So this will become the 8 into 2 divided by 3. That is 9. 2 divided by 9. Okay. Next, standard deviation. Standard deviation, that will be the, here you can see, this will become the 8 2s are 16 divided by 9. Variance, how much you will get? Variance, that will be equal to 16 divided by 9. Okay. And what will be for the standard deviation? Standard deviation, that will be equal to square root of variance, right? Square root of variance. Square root of variance. So Variance be the 16 divided by 9, so that will be equal to 4 divided by 3. Okay, if you know the formulas, this question is not a big deal, but you have to know the formulas. I already solved these formulas in the before lectures. If you are new here, just watch that lectures. Okay, in this way we can solve the number of problems based on the binomial distribution. In the next class we will try to see the what is meant by Poisson distribution and proof for the Poisson distribution. Okay.